Hi YouTube, welcome to another edition of Horror Hands, and it's time for the third annual 24-hour horror movie marathon. Yes, for the next 24 hours I'll be doing nothing but watching back-to-back horror movies. And these are all horror movies that have been suggested by you guys. Thank you so much everyone for getting involved. I had so many great suggestions. They've all gone into the mix and I will be pulling them out randomly throughout the next 24 hours and having a completely random 24-hour horror movie marathon. Should be fun. And for this one, I'm not alone. I've actually got a guest joining me. Steve from 80s Film Fan is on his way, and he's hopefully going to be undertaking this challenge with me, staying for the full 24 hours and watching the movies with me. So it'll be nice to have some company for this one. So he's arriving here soon. I'm going to go and pick him up from the station. Whilst I go and pick Steve up, I'll show you the list of all the movies that were suggested. So you will get to see us watch some of the movies on this list. I think I've included everyone. I'm so sorry if I missed anyone. It wasn't intentional, and I hope you can still enjoy the video. But I'm pretty sure I got everyone and included your suggestions. There was a majority of them I do own. There was a small number that I couldn't throw into the mix because I don't own them and I couldn't track them down in time. But it's only a few films. I can't remember what they are, but I'll get to that when I start reading out the comments throughout this video. But yeah, the majority, I own them all and have all gone into a bowl so I can pick them out at random. Anyway, I'll go and pick up Steve, check out the movies that are potentially down for us to watch, and I'll be back very soon. Okay guys, we've loaded up on the snacks for the next 24 hours. So tried to get a bit of everything, like some sweet stuff, chocolate, but then like healthy stuff as well, and a bit of savoury. So we've got sort of a bit of fruit, some tomatoes, some energy fuel drinks here, different M&Ms, chocolate, Pepperamis, got some Monster energy drinks which will come in handy later on, and then plenty of coffee. And then more stuff over here, some beef jerky, some Halloween themed donuts, just to keep in with the Halloween theme. Some sweets, some more healthy stuff with some apples. And then this is how it's all going to work. These are all the movies that you guys suggested, about 150 of them. We're just going to pick these out at random as we go along and see what comes along as part of this 24-hour marathon. Okay guys, Steve is with us. We've got the bowl full of movies. He's just mixing them all up and we're going to pick out the first film for the marathon.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what it is. They're all good choices actually. I'm quite there we go. That'll be the first one.
Right, going for an old classic. Island of Lost Souls from 1932.
Cool.
It's a good one. So this was suggested by Just Dave. So thank you for that. So we'll get this on now and get started with the first film, Island of Lost Souls. Okay guys, it is just before 6 PM and we're starting with our first movie, The Island of Lost Souls. This is one that I have not seen it for a long time. I remember it being really good, a really classic movie, like an early adaptation of the Dr. Moreau series of films.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, it is a good one. You've not seen
it? No,
this,
I've never seen it. Looking forward to this. Yeah.
So it's the brand new one for Steve.
Yeah,
so,
that's good to start off with a new one.
Yeah, and a classic as well. So we're good
I can tell it is old.
Yeah, 1932.
Wow.
So yeah, we're underway with Island of Lost Souls. So we've both got a coffee, and yeah, we'll come back to you soon. Okay, we are about halfway through or so with Island of Lost Souls. Really cool movie. A great kind of like monster movie, kind of akin to like the old Universal monsters, really.
Yeah, definitely.
Charles Lawton's really good. He like eats up the scenery, and you've got Bela Lugosi as one of the kind of half animal, half monster kind of creatures. So, while Island of Lost Souls is on, I'll read through the first batch of comments from you guys. So Alan Scouser, you picked Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed. He said it's one of Hammer's most enjoyable and gripping films. It is a good one. Jimmy Gorehouse, you chose Tucker and Dale versus Evil and Drag Me to Hell. So 2 good choices.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. Richard Moriarty, you said, knowing your love of nature runs amok movies, I don't think they come any better than Joe Dante's Piranha.
Yeah.
Good luck with your 3rd marathon. Thank you, Richard. That is an awesome pick, yeah. Willie Crane, you saw that session 9 had already been picked, so you went for classic 80s Cronenberg, The Dead Zone.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. You said it's easily in your top 10. Good luck with the long hours. Thank you. T-Sticks, you suggested 8 of Silver, if you have it. It's a really interesting horror film. This one I had to look up because I have it as The Cursed.
Oh, okay.
You've got a different title, but yeah, that is an interesting one. It's not bad. It's okay. Have Cheetah Will View, you suggested Jaws of Revenge. Guilty pleasure of mine, so that'd be fun if that one comes up.
Yeah, bit of a roaring shark,
yeah. Wilma Wilmington, Phantasm. Just joking, not really. Phantasm. I think
one of my favourites.
Yeah.
One of your most hated.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you for that, Wilma. Nick Paulson, The Beyond. I know you'll love it. Yeah. Or Dead and Buried. Keep up the amazing content, Bryn. Thank you, Nick.
Some amazing picks.
Yeah, they are 2 of like my favourite videos.
You've been kind to us.
Yeah, yeah. Channel Me a Spirit. You said, I've been on this earth since 1974. These days I would need pharmaceuticals to stay awake and a coffee machine to keep me up for 24 hours. So I'll let young horror fans like you stay awake instead as I nod off to my nightly slumber. I don't blame you. Look forward for the 24 hours of horror. Have a very happy spooky season. Thank you. And you picked Suspiria. So, cool. Yeah, great movie. Lee Cranston was thinking Poltergeist when you said for a fun one. That's a good one. Vampire Jack, Demons. Always Demons. Yeah, one of my all-time favourites.
Love it.
Scorpo Beard. Great idea to include YouTubers' choices in your 24-hour horror marathon. With the horror films being nominated, you may need a dark humour horror slasher, and my favourite of that genre is Theatre of Blood. Vincent Price is excellent in this, and it's full of great horror scenes and has a very good supporting cast. Looking forward to a marathon, whatever you show, enjoy it. Thank you, and that is a good one. I've not seen Theatre of Blood for a
I've not seen it for a while, and I can always watch Vincent Price.
Yeah, definitely. Tara Darwin, hi Bryn. All year I've had a movie locked in to watch for Halloween, but it now looks like I'm probably going to bump it in favour of Trick or Treat and a Halloween double feature. That does sound good. And you suggested The Keep, which you said you'll probably be watching in November. Yeah, The Keep is awesome. No, it's such an underrated film.
I think that's getting a good release. That's rumoured to get a good Blu-ray.
Okay, hopefully. Rage Cage, so many come to mind. I'm going to suggest Terrified by Damien Rugner. That is a good film.
Cool name. I take it that's a fellow Nick Cage fan there. I'm taking it.
Rage Cage, yeah. Could be. You love that one. And you also remembered The Cell with Jennifer Lopez and Vincent D'Onofrio.
Oh, yeah.
Has some pretty disturbing imagery and a cool premise. Yeah, I've thrown both of those in the mix for you, Rage Cage.
Oh, I hope The Cell comes up.
Yeah, I've seen that for a long time. Egan Value, you suggested Fright Night. It's a fun one from the 80s. Definitely is. Kevin Putri, well, I'm not sure if you have this one or if you even like it, but how about Halloween 3? Yeah, definitely have that one, and I like it, so we're throwing that one in.
Possibly switches between being my second favourite and favourite of the Halloween franchise.
Okay. Stephen Alvarez, this is why I love the randomness of these kind of things. Stephen Alvarez, you've gone for Saw 4 because it's a classic from your childhood. So, yeah, that would be cool if that one comes up. And Eamon McDermott, great idea, Bryn. I would suggest the Norlis tapes with Roy Thins and Andrew Dickinson, although I have to tell you, it's a made-for-TV movie. Anyway, cheers, mate. Enjoy yourself. Eat plenty of prunes later to get back in full working order. I have to admit, I had to look up the Norlis tapes. I'd never heard of it before.
I've not heard of that.
No, and it's not one that's easy to find, so I couldn't throw that one in, Eamon, unfortunately, but thank you for bringing it to my attention. So, a few comments there. I'll read some more out as we go along, and as I say, we're enjoying Island of Lost Souls, so yeah, talk to you guys later. Okay guys, that is first movie down, The Island of Lost Souls, and that's a really good movie. Good to watch that again.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah, I really like these sets in these old movies.
Yeah.
And I think I was saying to you, they've almost got like a really, I know it's quite a cosy feeling when you watch these black and white movies.
Yeah, the set design was fantastic. Like I say, the performance in it, Charles Lawton in this is like a powerhouse.
Yeah.
He's really good, and the monster effects were great.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Lots of different variations almost of Wolfman.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
one of them.
And quite terrifying at the end when they sort of take over the island. Still pretty intense, so yeah.
There's a couple of them as well I thought looked a bit like almost zombie-ish as well.
Yeah, a good mixture of like makeup and monster effects. So yeah, if you do like sort of your old sort of vintage 1930s movies and monster movies, definitely check out Island of Lost Souls. It's a really good one. So it's just after 7 p.m. We've done the first movie. So we'll keep going and see what the second film is. Right. Okay, Steve, if you want to do the honours for the second
movie
one.
number 2. Oh, I just dropped a couple. I'll pick those up in a minute.
Yeah, no worries.
There we go. Let you.
What we got? Okay. The Fly.
Oh, awesome! What the
1986
'81
80s
good?
version. Yeah. So we've got some 80s goodness coming up. David Cronenberg.
One of my favourites. I love it.
Great movie.
Yeah, I'm so happy about that one.
So this was suggested by Lucino 2000.
Good choice.
But yeah, it is. Thank you for that. So yeah, we'll get this one straight on.
I'll say as well, Fly 2, very underrated.
Yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with Fly 2.
The dog thing in it is
awful. Yeah. I don't think it's a good film, but it's one that I saw as a kid.
Yeah.
So
it breaks my heart every time I watch it.
Yeah, the dog bit is terrible. Yeah.
But, great choice. I really love The Fly.
Yeah, that's a good one. So yeah, second film up is David Cronenberg's The Fly. Okay, guys, we're underway with movie number 2, David Cronenberg's The Fly.
I'm thrilled about this.
So yeah, this is one that I've not seen for a while, but have seen plenty of times. So
I reckon I watch this annually.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So great movie. One that's quite sad at the same time, quite tragic. But the effects in this are some of the best you'll ever see. Up there with like The Thing, I would say. So yeah, good to watch The Fly. The snacks are out. Steve's got his hot chicken wings.
Walker's Max.
Yeah.
And they actually do burn your tongue a little bit.
Okay. I've gone a bit more safe. I've gone chocolate M&Ms because I like my chocolate. So yeah, we're going to watch The Fly and I'll come back to you later. Some of the best effects you'll ever see in a horror film. And one of the best moving monsters as well. The Brundlefly.
Incredible.
Yeah, fantastic. I think you get a good shot of him in a minute.
There's not a dull moment in this film.
No, it's really good.
Definitely one of my favourites.
Yeah, probably the best Cronenberg, I think.
Yeah,
movie.
definitely my favourite Cronenberg.
Wow.
Oh, that was so good.
Wow. So that is The Fly. What a movie.
Yeah, I've probably seen that film 50 times and it never, ever gets boring. I love it.
Yeah,
It definitely
fantastic.
probably, I think it'd be in my top 10 favourite horrors of all
Wow.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
The Thing, you know.
Yeah, incredible film. It's like, it's an awesome monster movie,
Yeah.
but there's a lot to it. As I say, it's quite a tragic film, almost like
Definitely,
a tragic love story that, I don't know, as you get older, you pick up on elements like that more and more.
Yeah.
But for me as well, like, other than like the fantastic effects and stuff, this is like, Gina Davis is incredible.
Yeah.
Like, it's her movie.
Like I say, every time I watch it, remind me how beautiful Gina Davis is as well.
Yeah.
And Jeff Goldblum is just, like we were saying, he's really Jeff Goldblum in everything, but that's okay because he's just so charismatic and entertaining.
Yeah.
He's like Jack Nicholson, you know, you can just watch him, even though he's not got a lot of range, I wouldn't say. It doesn't matter because he's just, whatever he's in, he brings charisma to it.
Yeah, fantastic. But yeah, very, very sad, but incredible horror film.
Yeah.
So yeah, The Fly, second movie on this marathon. So we're going to make another coffee and then get on with the third movie. Okay, so we are on to the third film for the marathon.
Yeah,
Again,
feeling full of beans still.
do you want to do the honours?
Actually, let me do a bit of digging because don't want to... There we go.
We got
Yes!
Okay.
That's a cool one.
The Keep, 1983.
I'm loving the 80s movies coming out.
Yeah, we're doing well. So this was suggested by Tara Darwin. Thank you, Tara. Another favourite of ours.
Yeah, great suggestion.
So, yeah, let's keep it going with The Keep. Okay, movie number 3, The Keep. One of the most underrated horror movies ever, I have to say. I know it's got a lot of production problems. The director doesn't like it, the studio doesn't like it, but it is such a good film.
Yeah, I think even in this form, it's a great film.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how good the director approved the version must be.
Yeah.
And I hope one day we get it.
Yeah. I mean, you can tell that it's been cut down and messed around with, but there's just something about The Keep. It's got such an aura about it.
We do need like a thing setting off, a release the Michael Mann cut.
Yeah.
It is Michael Mann, isn't it?
It is, yeah, but he don't care for it much. But yeah, it's a shame because it's such a cool movie.
Yeah, very cool.
So yeah, it'd be good to watch this one. I've watched this one a few times recently, actually.
Loads of atmosphere.
Yeah, and the music as well.
Yeah.
Tangerine Dream did the music, and it's so atmospheric. So it's just coming up to 9 p.m. As I say, we're on our third movie, The Keep. So far it's going well, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Been some really good choices. I'm very happy. You guys have really come out for us by picking some great movies.
Yeah.
I was a bit concerned when you said you were going to let people pick them, that they were going to punish us a little bit.
Yeah. No, they always come out with good suggestions.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll watch this. I'll come back in a bit and read some more comments as well. Okay, I'll read a few more of your guys' comments. Who's next? So, Nablonian88, he says, you're nuts for doing this again, but good on you, can't wait. I think fun is the way to go, so we'll suggest Bad Milo, a pretty light-hearted movie.
Never seen it.
It is a fun one. Kind of a fun version of Carcinoma. That is an amazing comment. I can't imagine a fun version of Carcinoma, but I do get that. Jessica Merrill, I recommend Insidious and Longlegs, both great thrilling movies. I really need to get around to watching Longlegs. I know you like that one, don't you?
I went to the cinema.
Yeah, I need to get on Longlegs.
I'll watch anything starring Cage.
Just Dave, here is an oldie and a goodie and rather short, Island of Lost Souls. Hey, we just watched that one.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the video. Norman Richardson, The Return of Dr. X from 1939. The only horror film starring Humphrey Bogart. I don't think he liked it. I think Humphrey Bogart spoke about he never liked that movie, which is a shame. Buster X25, my suggestion is Last House on the Left, the remake with Tony Goldwyn from Ghost. Unsettling and disturbing and very atmospheric. It is. We were just talking about that, weren't we?
Yeah.
It's a good
I
remake.
quite like it.
Yeah. Film Wolf, Hey Bryn, something classic and black and white is called for. Either Todd Browning's Freaks from 1932 or perhaps Ed Wood's Plan 9 from Outer Space. The film where it always feels like 4 a.m. in the morning when you watch it. That's fantastic. Thank you, Film Wolf. Alan Slade, my pick here is Prophecy from 1979 with Talia Shire. I love that movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie too. That is a great movie.
That's the bear. Yeah.
The mutant bear, the
Yeah.
pollution from the sand mill or something.
Yeah, that's a
Polluted,
good
yeah.
one. I've got
Great
the
film.
Eureka thing of that.
Matthew Wills, Pop Look, great idea for your marathon. I would like you to watch Twins of Evil. Fantastic Hammer film. Have fun and can't wait to watch it with you. Thank you, Matthew.
I'll say actually, this random picking has made it so much fun.
It's very exciting. Yeah, because we just don't know what we're going to watch.
No.
Jonathan Payne, good luck with the 24-hour marathon, Bryn. Thank you. I will be sure to tune in. If I could make a choice, I would have to say any one of John Carpenter's horror masterpieces. And what I did was I threw out They Live for you because it had not been mentioned at the time. So They Live has gone into the mix for you, Jonathan. Mac Daddy Bender Rodriguez, nice one, Bryn. I really enjoyed watching your marathon last year. I'm jealous. I wish I could do it, but I haven't got the stamina these days. It is tough. Anyway, I'll pick something classic but not too intense. A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3 Dream Warriors.
Awesome.
Great movie. Great sequel. Lean 79, your suggestion was Deranged. That's a good... That's
Is that the Ed Gein?
Yeah. H. Calvert, Dog Soldiers, the one with all the sausages. Yeah, I know you like your werewolf films. And Martin McLaughlin, hooray, it's that time of year again. Well, as always, I have a few in mind, but just watch The Devil Rides Out, so why not see Christopher Lee show Satan's Who's Boss? Yeah, my favourite Hammer film. Great pick, Martin. So thank you, guys. I'll come back throughout the 24 hours with more of these. Right now, we're just enjoying The Keep, aren't we? Great film. Honestly, guys, the visuals in this movie are fantastic. Right? There's really not another movie like The Keep. Okay, that is the third movie, The Keep, and as I say, that is just an excellent movie. If you've not seen The Keep from 1983, it's definitely worth seeking out, especially if you like the 1980s.
Yeah.
It's, as I said, it's a very unique film. Hard to even categorise it.
It baffles me, to be honest, that he's ashamed of this film.
It's
one of his best.
It is, it's a great film.
This, Heat, and Manhunter. I'd say are his three best films.
Yeah, great movies. It's a bit of a mess of a movie. Narratively, it's quite clunky, but this is definitely worth checking out just for the beautiful visuals and the soundtrack and the ambience of it.
Yeah.
It's just like I say, unique, great film.
Great effects.
Yeah. So thank you, Tara, for suggesting this one. Really enjoyed watching that again. So it's 10:30 at night, and I think we're going to go straight on to the fourth film.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, on to the fourth movie. We're going to have a bit of a rummage in the bowl. I won't look.
Pick something great.
Yeah.
Come on. Another 80s one.
Let's have a look. Okay.
Oh, brilliant. Suspiria, yeah.
Suspiria.
I'll go with that. It's not
Yeah.
80s, is it? But,
No, but
I'll go with
it's
that.
pretty good. Dario Argento classic.
Yeah, really happy with that.
So this is from Channel Me a Spirit. Suggested this one, so thank you. So fourth movie up is going to be Suspiria.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Okay, here we go with the fourth film, Suspiria. Dario Argento's psychedelic classic. Good to get this one on. It's been a while since I've seen this one.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, not my favourite Argento, but definitely up there.
Yeah.
Again, this is another unique movie. We just have The Keep, which is very visually unique and engaging. This is kind of another one, isn't it, with its various colours and things like that. So Awesome, yeah. So underway with Suspiria.
Yeah, looking forward to this one.
Always great to see Udo Kier in a movie. One of my favourite actors. I actually forget that he's in Suspiria. He's not got the biggest part, but it's a really good scene where it kind of like clues up Jessica Harper about what's going on. All right, Suspiria. Wow, one of the most visually accomplished movies you'll ever see.
Incredible.
The colours in this are insane. Like visuals on top of visuals.
Yeah.
Amazing film. We did say quite a complicated movie. I get that it's like a ballet school that's a coven for witches, but it's hard to latch onto anything more tangible than that.
Yeah.
But it's
I think that's part of its charm.
It is, yeah. It's more of an audio visual.
Sort of dream nightmare logic. And even the lighting is nonsensical. Like, why do you have all these bright green colours? They're not coming from bulbs or anything. It's just it's in its own way. It's arty, but like we're saying, not in the same way like the remake is. I don't know why you'd even attempt to remake a movie like this.
Me neither. I wouldn't go there.
No.
But really good film. I still for me, Deep Red and Tenebrae are Argento's best.
Yeah.
But the Suspiria is a great film.
And mine is what did I say it was again?
Phenomena.
Phenomena is definitely my favourite.
Yeah, but gotta love Suspiria just for how stylistic it is.
Yeah.
And again, quite unique. It's interesting that it follows on from The Keep, because both of those are just really kind of out there, visually beautiful movies.
Yeah.
So really good pick.
Some good kills in this, and some spooky moments as well. Some quite spooky.
Yeah, the kills in this are insane, and then like you say, backed up with some really kind of creepy, suggestive shots and weird noises and things like that.
And they love their rooms filled with maggots in. That's him and Fulci. Love their maggots.
Yeah. Wow, amazing movie is Suspiria.
You wouldn't want to be an actor in a Fulci or an Argento movie because at some point you're gonna have to walk around with maggots glued to your face.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So Suspiria is the fourth movie. It's just gone midnight, 12:15. Straight on to the fifth one.
Doing quite well so far.
Yeah. Right, on with the fifth movie.
Yeah.
You want to do the honours?
Yeah, so I'm going to go low. I'm going to go near the bottom. There's one of these, or I've picked a handful out. So, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Planet Terror.
Planet Terror.
Brilliant,
Yeah, this one will be good.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a fun one.
So
I tell you what, my channel used to be called 80s Films Fan, and you're not letting me down here.
No. Yeah, this is a great one. So this is Paige Halberg. Paige, thank you for this one.
Yeah, brilliant.
This will be good. So
cheers for all the 80s movies.
Yeah. So fifth movie, Planet Terror. Okay, fifth movie along, Planet Terror from the Grindhouse couple of films.
Yeah, and I got it mixed up with Galaxy of Terror. That's what I was thinking of.
Easily done when you've had no sleep. But this is Planet Terror. This is the Robert Rodriguez one. Been a long time since I've seen this one, but I remember it being pretty awesome.
Yeah, I love this as well. I love Bruce Willis in this.
Yeah, he's good in this and filmed in like grainy Grindhouse kind of look. So this will be a fun one to watch. I'm
going to enjoy watching these trailers as well.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully it's got the Thanksgiving one in this bit.
Yeah, we'll check it out. So we'll come back to you later. I'll read some more comments later on as well. So fifth movie along, Planet Terror. Right guys, I'll read a few more of your comments out. Donna Willis, you suggested The Relic from 1997. That's a good one. I haven't seen that for years. Nick Turk, there's no doubt be a lot of usual titles from previous years, which isn't a bad thing. But for that reason alone, I'm putting aside the likes of The Wicker Man, Candyman, Texas Chainsaw, American Werewolf and so on, and plucking a title from my recent watch pile that I recently enjoyed watching. So without further ado, I vote for Frightmare, Pete Walker's awesome 1974 cannibal slasher gem with the superb Sheila Keith. Very tasty.
Never seen any Pete Walker, so.
Yeah, me neither. And I just got the Flesh and Blood
Yeah.
box set.
Okay, that'll be good then.
Yeah. Jamie Frisby suggested Zombie Holocaust. Love these types of films. I think the ones that Victo in Italian zombie films were just so cool with great gore effects. My favourite zombies. Hope you can dig this one out, Bryn. Have a good one.
I think that's in both our top 5 movies of all time, isn't it?
Zombie Holocaust.
Yeah. Oh, Zombie Flesh
Zombie Flesh
Eaters.
is a good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Zombie Holocaust, I love that one as well.
Zombie Holocaust, that's the one that's zombies and cannibals,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah. Great movie. I haven't seen that for years.
Dr.
so-
Butcher.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you for that one, Jamie. RMM, I'll go for Madman from 1981. Not heard many people talk about it. Yeah, Madman goes under the radar a little bit.
Yeah.
A good slasher. Gorgonzola Dubstep, I was going to suggest Velocipasta, but that would be too cruel, so I'll say The Descent. I do actually like Velocipasta, but that's my bad movie taste. Who else have we got? Max Washington Music. You wanted Hellraiser 8 Hellworld, which is actually one of the few Hellraiser sequels I did like. So that's a good one. Mike B, Shadow of the Vampire. Rob the Old Mongoose, The Woman in Black from 1989. That's a good one. Rosenfield 10, Wanted the Entity. Atomic Snack Bar. Still haven't gotten over the last marathon being rigged. I was robbed. That's just because we wouldn't watch Robot Monster over and over again. Your pick is the riff track version of Twilight. One of the funniest things I've ever seen. I can imagine that is really funny. Pete Priestley wanted Grotesque, Japanese horror. Life is Good, She Creature from 2001. DLJO wanted Mutant. You'll probably need a consumption of energy drinks for this challenge, such as Monster. Let's see what you did there. Good luck anyway, and if I'm not too tired from my daily activities, I'll tune in. Thank you. I assume you mean Mutant from the 80s with Wings Hauser, which is a fun one. Louise Rainshaw, you wanted The Entity as well. Gregory Films, Dead of Night, the 1945 one. Eric, you wanted Bull from 2021. Lean 79, Pin, a very strange and creepy one. That is one that you like, isn't it? Darren Roberts, again, you said Deranged. Bill, Audition from 1999, Japanese horror classic, it definitely is. And Johnny DVD, An American Werewolf in London. So again, really great picks. Come back with you later on with some more. Speaking of Monster, I'm going to dip into a Monster energy drink. Don't know if I even like these things, but it will hopefully give me a bit of energy to see out the next few hours. So, yeah. So you can kind of see this one's got the look of like a grainy 70s grindhouse movie. Really cool cinematography, looks quite legit. So yeah, quite a unique style that they created for this one. It's pretty awesome. Alright. 5th movie down, Planet Terror.
Yeah. Great film.
Yeah.
I was saying to you one night, I think probably one of my favourite modern zombie type movies. I always forget how great it is.
Yeah, it's a really cool movie. Yeah. Great, like, gooey zombie effects in that one. Really good kind of retro looking creatures and monsters and slime everywhere. Great cast.
Yeah.
Cool music. Yeah, it was a really good one. Good one for the marathon to
definitely
keep us going through these early hours.
Yeah, I think it worked. I think both of us have already been up about 20 hours, haven't we?
I think so, yeah.
So
Yeah. But I wish they'd make more of these.
Yeah.
These grindhouse movies. It's a shame they didn't make more because they're really cool, and I love how they kind of hark back to sort of the 70s horror films.
Yeah, I would have been really happy to have seen like a Grindhouse 2 and a Grindhouse 3 and like lots of different themed movies.
Yeah, like a monster movie kind of one of these. But yeah, really awesome sort of throwback 70s zombie film. Great to see this one again. So yeah, like I say, that's the 5th movie down. So straight on to the 6th one. If you're all good. Yeah,
Definitely.
cool. Right, okay, we're on with the 6th movie.
Yeah.
You want to let us know what
There we
we're on
go.
with. Okay, right, cool. Got Video Nasty
Oh,
up
brilliant.
in here. You can see that. Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue.
Brilliant
That's- yeah,
film.
been a-
Really good one.
Been a long time since I've seen this.
Is it?
So yeah, Nordic Dust, thank you. This is your choice. So yeah, Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue is the 6th movie. We'll get this on next. Okay, here we go with The Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue. It's been years since I've seen this one. I can't even tell you when I last watched Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue, so this would be really cool to see this one again.
Yeah.
And we get a Video Nasty up in this marathon, which is cool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this one again and reminding myself what this one's like. I know it's one that's quite fondly thought of in terms of these movies, so yeah, we'll check it out. I'm liking the quaint Britishness of this one already. I'm really enjoying this movie. I can see why it's held in high regard. Wow. Alright. Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue. Really enjoyed that film.
Yeah, it's a good one,
That
man.
is a really good one. Quite slow, quite plodding by today's standards, but doesn't mean it's not a good film. Not really enjoyable. I really enjoyed the shots of the British countryside
Yeah,
and some of the scenes in like the churchyard and the graveyard were really good. The zombies in it were great. It's got quite a morose, desolate atmosphere to it as well,
Yeah.
which is really good. And
really downbeat ending.
yeah, downbeat ending. For a while I was kind of a bit puzzled why it was on the Video Nasties list, which is not uncommon with a lot of those films, but there is some really good gore towards the end.
Yeah.
And a lot of like, guts being pulled out and things like that. So yeah, really awesome zombie film. Great to revisit this one because, like I say, it's been absolutely years since I've seen Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue. Yeah, great movie. So it's 20 to 4 in the morning. We are on to, I think it's the 7th movie.
Yeah,
Next.
we've nearly been up 24 hours already.
We have, yeah. But starting to feel a bit tired, I won't lie. But yeah, we'll soldier on and get to the next movie. Okay, moving swiftly on to the 7th movie in this marathon. Have a rummage in the bowl. Oops. Okay, this is a good one. Another Video
The
Nasty.
Burning,
Another Video
yes.
Nasty. The Burning.
Brilliant.
Had a couple of requests for this one. Eldon and Steve Collinson. I know this one was a kind of a popular one in the comments section, so awesome to get this one on. Great
Definitely.
slasher. So yeah, next movie up, The Burning. Okay, so we're going back-to-back Video Nasties here with Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue, followed by The Burning. One of my favourite slasher movies. I actually prefer this one more to the first Friday the 13th.
I prefer it to all of them.
More than any Friday the 13th?
Yeah, more than any of
Okay.
them. It's in my
Okay.
top 5 favourite movies of all time.
Okay, high praise indeed. It is a great movie.
I love it.
Yeah, Crops is awesome. The kills in this are great.
I like the fact you get the seedy city setting and you get the camp setting
Yeah.
in this.
Yeah, it is awesome. So yeah, great to watch The Burning again. It's one that I've seen lots of times, but never get tired of this one. So yeah, we'll get this one on and come back to you later. So whilst The Burning is on, I'm going to go for some peanut M&Ms. Give me a bit of a boost during these Yeah, these kind of tough early hours. Okay, so we ran into a really interesting discussion, and it's who's scarier, Cropsy or Jason?
Yeah, I think Cropsy definitely.
You think Cropsy?
See, Jason, I was saying that I think he's like Freddy for me. He's like, although he's like, you kind of root for him almost. It's like he's almost like the anti. I don't know. He's not the anti-hero. Obviously, he's the villain, but a bit like Freddy, where he's like, I don't know. He's kind of cool. He's like, whereas Cropsy is scary to me. Like the first time I watched this, Cropsy scared me.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's an interesting discussion. I mean, Jason's like my number one,
Yeah.
but he is almost like a cultural icon character, whereas Cropsy's a bit more menacing, a bit more threat. Cropsy hasn't got like the benefit of all the sequels and toying around with his character and his look, I guess. But yeah, that's an interesting discussion. Let us know what you think, guys. Cropsy or Jason, both are awesome. But yeah,
I don't get me wrong. I love the Friday the 13th movies.
Yeah.
But I just think this is a better movie than any of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, a few more comments from you guys. Aberration suggested Spasmo by Umberto Lenzi. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Richard the Walking Boom, Peter Jackson's Brain Dead.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun one. The Drunk Magic Ukulele Player. I'm going to go for From Beyond. Another good one.
Yeah.
Hudson, let's go for a horror movie with a happy ending. Pet Cemetery. And you can have a sing-along to keep you awake. And then he proceeds to sing the Pet Cemetery song in the comments, which is awesome. And then he goes for his actual pick, which is Cemetery Man. So, yeah, one that I've not seen for a long time. Thank you, Hudson. James Moss suggested Creepshow 2, Phil James The Changeling, Malachi Drake, Evil Dead Trap, David Diggs, Starry Eyes, Pos Nicholson, Blood Diner.
Starry Eyes is really good.
Yeah. That's one that I've not seen. I need to get that.
It is good.
Slobodan Ken, Watchers. ML22, The Strange Colour of Your Body's Tears, which I don't think I've even heard of that.
No,
But yeah, interesting pick. David Schmalk, Martyrs. That'll be a tough watch if that one comes out. Steve Collinson, please watch The Burning and give this classic the love it deserves. Well, we're doing that right now. Darren Ball suggested Scanners. Lucino 2000, got to be David Cronenberg's The Fly, which we have watched. If you haven't watched it for a previous marathon, we have now, and it was awesome. Monster Gab, you're a madman for doing this, Bryn, but that's why we love you. I enjoyed our little movie marathon together, but struggled with 12 hours, never mind 24. He was thinking of Madman, from 1981, but it's going to vote for something fun and silly to help you power through. I recommend The Stuff from 1985. Extra points if you eat anything that resembles it during the movie. I think he had shaving cream, didn't he, in the actual film to get around it. So thank you for that one, Monster Gab. Come back to you a bit later with some more comments.
Don't move. You're dead.
Wow.
Yeah, cool.
So that is The Burning. So The Burning is just an awesome slasher film. Simply put, it's really good. If you like slasher films and you've not seen The Burning, definitely check it out. It's one of the best. Kind of a little bit cliched now, but it was still during the early cycle of slasher films, so quite original for its time. And yeah, just an awesome slasher film. Great to watch that. Really enjoyed it, as I knew we would. So yeah, again, thank you for the great suggestion. Glad to have got The Burning in on this marathon. And that is the 7th film so far. So it's coming up to 5:30 a.m. coming up to about halfway through the marathon. That'll be about 6 a.m. And we'll just keep this going and move on to the 8th film in the marathon. Okay, so time to find out what the 8th movie in this marathon's going to be.
Go for that one.
Okay, let's see what this is. Ah,
Brilliant. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Some real classics coming up.
Yeah, so this was suggested by Jason Taylor. Thank you, Jason.
Brilliant.
Very fitting with the 40th anniversary
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
the rounds, and we're trying to stay awake ourselves. So yeah, next up, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Okay, 5:30 in the morning, and we're underway with A Nightmare on Elm Street. You all know this one. I don't need to say too much about A Nightmare on Elm Street and Freddy Krueger. But
I've got my caffeine. I'm not going to let Freddy get me.
yeah, Steve is following the mantra of don't fall asleep, as am I. Favourite Nightmare film?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This and the second one are my favourites.
Yeah. I part 2 for me is probably my favourite, but this
Yeah.
one is right behind it.
This part, like this intro, is
Yeah, I
amazing.
love the intro. Yeah, it's great.
So cool, so atmospheric. It actually feels like darker than the rest of the movie. Just the tone
Yeah.
of this is so dark.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So yeah, from one great slasher film to another, from
Yeah.
The Burning to A Nightmare on Elm Street. So we'll come back at you later as we watch this one. And there the world gets the first look at Freddy Krueger, dark Freddy Krueger as well, before he became more comedic. I know a lot of people feel the comedic Freddy Krueger diminishes his character a little bit, but I don't mind it. I don't mind witty Freddy, whether he's like dark side or more silly. It's all good. Okay, Nightmare on Elm Street. Another great slasher movie.
Yeah,
And
that's it.
yeah, very apt as well when you're trying to stay up for the 24-hour
Yeah,
horror movie marathon.
definitely.
It's 7 a.m. I'm getting tired now, I will admit. It's
Me
yeah.
too.
But we're soldiering on. What is this? The 7th or 8th movie now. Kind of lost track, but we'll move on to the next one.
Yeah, I think it's the 8th.
8th movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. I'm on with the 9th.
Yeah.
9th movie. Starting to slow down a little bit now. Becoming less articulate, but still fun. Still enjoying going through
Yeah,
these
definitely.
movies and revisiting them.
Wondering what's going to be next.
Yeah. Right, okay. Okay.
Night of the Demons, awesome.
Another fun 80s one.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Yeah, Night of the Demons, suggested by Evil Ash. So thank you, Evil Ash.
Yeah.
And another kind of Halloween themed one as
Yeah,
well.
definitely, yeah.
So yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, next up, Night of the Demons. Okay, on we go with the 9th movie, Night of the Demons from 1988. So I like this film.
Yeah, I
it's,
do.
It's not an absolute favourite of mine, but I do like it. It's a fun one. It'll be good to revisit this one.
Yeah.
I actually quite like Night of the Demons 3 because it's the first one that I ever saw. But yeah, you can't go wrong with the first Night of the Demons. It is a fun kind of spooky demon haunted house kind of movie from the
Yeah.
80s.
Always happy to see a bit of Linnea Quigley.
Linnea Quigley making an appearance in the marathon. Got some good practical effects in this one.
Yeah,
And yeah, another one that I've not seen for a while, so yeah, good to get this one on. So yeah, on with Night of the Demons. I'll read out some more comments shortly as well. So yeah. Alright guys, I'll read a few more of your comments while Night of the Demons is underway. So Kevin Grady, you said, I always love Peter Jackson's Brain Dead, aka Dead Alive, so I'll suggest that one. It's a great movie. The Trying Scotsman, Rosemary's Killer, aka The Prowler. I watched this so much in the 80s and 90s, one of my favourites. Yeah, that is an awesome slasher film. Wolfie's Den, my suggestion is Trick or Treat. It's a great one for Halloween. G. Waters, Society from 1989. Good blend of psychological and body horror and some wacky comedy moments thrown in. Whatever you choose, take it easy, mate. Thank you. Yeah, Society is a crazy movie. Funky Trousers picked Campfire Tales, either the 1991 or 1997 version. I actually haven't seen either. I'd love to see the 97 version. It's always eluded me, so I need to get that. Gary Pryor picked The Changeling with George C. Scott. Great movie. Jack David, this is a great new concept for a movie marathon. Thank you. I'll suggest Wolf Cop, which is becoming a Halloween favourite. You may also need some comedy with the horror at some point. Again, great idea. Thank you, Jack. Wolf Cop is awesome. I really enjoy that movie. Taya Stone, Day of the Triffids. I like Old Croakers. Yeah, that's a good movie though, despite its age. Edward McCready, another one for The Prowler. I love this slasher. It is an awesome slasher film, quite underrated. Hank Face Punch, Kill List. Keeps drawing my eye in the background there, so watch that. Yeah, Kill List. Weird, creepy movie. One that I do need to watch again. I've only seen it once. Nordic Dust. Can't wait for this video. It's going to be a blast. Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue. I absolutely love that brilliant film. Brilliant atmosphere, and the undead look fantastic. The dubbing of the cop is pretty hilarious too. Well, yeah, we have watched that one, and yeah, I can agree with all those points. Matt W. So many to choose from. I guess if we want to discover the horrors of the 24 marathon, you need to stay alive. And that's his pick, Stay Alive. Throwback to my love for games and horror. Yeah, I haven't seen that for a long time, but yeah, it's like a video game based horror film. Tyler Burnett, The Midnight Hour. Super fun 80s Halloween party movie. Will keep you going come hour 18, hopefully. Paul Ager. As you will be doing your 24-hour marathon for Halloween, I would suggest Trick or Treat, another one for that movie. I love this film. The way it all ties together is awesome. I love Sam the Sackboy character. Getting tired. I think this is a great film for Halloween. Thanks, mate. Looking forward to seeing your selection. Great job as always. Thank you, Paul, for that. BBB, Gotta Go. Dr. Terror's House of Horrors. With Old Masters, Cushion and Lee. Good luck, Bryn. Start brewing the coffee. I've had plenty of coffee. Lucas 077, Maniac from 1980. The slasher masterpiece. A film to be watched in the dark. Yeah, definitely. Paul, hi, Bryn. I'll suggest Grizzly from 1976. One of my favourites. I love Grizzly. Pretty much Jaws on land with a bear. Jane MacDonald, Captain Kronos Vampire Hunter, a great Hammer horror with the lovely Caroline Munro. Yeah, I did meet her a few years ago, and she is lovely. Paige Halberg, Planet Terror, because it's a fun, action-packed zombie film. It certainly is. Watched it earlier, really enjoyed it. Rob, Wes Craven's Shocker, or Nightbreed. Yeah, two great movies there. Ian Turner, yes, Bryn, hope you're doing well. I've been looking forward to this video for a while. I think a Don Dola classic. I know you love creature features, and I know you have this on the shelves. I vote for the Traumatastic Night Beast. Definitely a film for the early hours of the morning. This gut-ripping classic will keep you entertained and enthralled till twilight. Really looking forward to seeing the suggestions and seeing you conquer the 24-hour marathon. Thank you, Ian. yeah, Night Beast is an absolute favourite of mine. Awesome movie. Jason O'Neill, I loved your last two marathons, so I'm looking forward to this one. I recommend House of Dark Shadows from 1970. Pretty sure I saw it on your shelf. Yeah, I do have that one. It's been a while since I've seen it, but it's a good movie. So yeah, thank you for that, Jason. And Monkey Tube, Skinamarink. Never mind, I'll show myself to the door. Yeah, you know how I feel about Skinamarink. But your actual suggestion was Shockwaves, the Peter Cushing one. I haven't seen that for years, so that'd be an interesting one to see again. And 12 Monkeys, got to have some John Carpenter in there. So you threw out Christine, The Thing, The Fog, Halloween, and They Live. I threw them all in there for you, 12 Monkeys, because yeah, John Carpenter is awesome. And Eduardo Bueno, love this. My pick is the same from last time, Intruder from 1989. Yeah, great pick. Might come up, which would be great if it does. So again, thank you so much, guys. I'll read out some more as we go along, but really appreciate all your comments and you guys getting involved. Okay, that is Night of the Demons. So that one's an okay movie for me. Not a favourite of mine, but it's alright. I can't really pinpoint anything that's wrong with it. It just, I don't know, it's not one that resonates with me like other 80s horror. But it is fun, not a terrible movie. Evil Ash, thank you again for suggesting this one. I'm glad we could include your film.
I really like it, but again, it's not a favourite of mine either.
Yeah.
But I do really like it.
Cool. So we are on to movie number 10.
I think we've both been up about 26 hours now already.
Yeah, in total.
Yeah.
It's just gone 8:30 a.m. But yeah, we'll go on to movie number 10. I think we're going to stretch our legs for a bit after we reach that many movies. So yeah, on with the next one. Okay, movie number 10. Steve,
Yeah.
what's it going to be?
Right, let's have a little dig. There we go.
Okay, right.
Maniac.
Yeah.
That's my second time this week.
Really?
Yeah.
Maniac 1980,
Yeah.
suggested by Lucas077. So a grimy grindhouse,
Yeah.
nasty little movie to see us into the new day. So yeah, next up is Maniac. Okay, we are underway with movie number 10, Maniac from 1980. So this is one Steve has watched this recently. This is another movie that I cannot remember the last time I watched this one. So another good opportunity to watch another film that I haven't seen for such a long time. I remember Maniac being like really scuzzy. I liked it, but I've never returned to it. So we'll see how I find it second time round.
Yeah, I watch it at least once a year.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, you're a lot more familiar with it than what I am. But yep, so Maniac, 10th movie on this marathon. I'll come back at you a bit later and let you know what we think. Yeah, this is definitely one seedy movie, but ideal for the 42nd Street audience that it would have been aimed at, I'm sure, back in the day. Okay, that's Maniac. And it's now fully light outside. So, Maniac's an interesting one for me. Again, it's not a favourite of mine. Can't say I really like it all that much. But the reasons that I don't like it is kind of down to how effectively unpleasant it is. Like, it's a really grimy, quite nasty movie.
Yeah, it's one of my top 5.
Yeah, you really like it, don't you? Like, it's for what it is, it's really well made. It does what it's supposed to do really well. It's not my kind of movie, I guess.
Joe Spinnella's just so good in it.
He is fantastic in it, like just like an absolute slimeball creep.
Yeah.
Like you can almost feel like his sweatiness.
The moments when he's killing them, you can just feel how horrifying it'd be to have him lurching over you in your dying moments.
Yeah,
That's the last thing you see.
Yeah.
Is him grimacing on top of you.
Yeah.
So hot. That's why I like it for the reasons you. It isn't fair, like because of how effective it is.
Yeah.
And if I want to be transported to that grimy, seedy place for an hour and a half, that's the movie to do it.
It definitely does it, yeah. And there's some bits of it that are really well done. The bit in the subway, and when the nurse is hiding in the toilet.
The suspense is great.
Yeah, really well set up scenes. So, for what it is, for what it tries to do, it's a really good movie. It nails that, as I said, that seedy, nasty 42nd Street vibe perfectly. And as I say, I don't enjoy it, but kind of because it does its job. So, yeah. But it's been years since I've seen it, so good to see Maniac again. And, that is our 10th film down on the marathon. So, after 10 films, I think we're just going to go for a bit of a walk, just stretch our legs for half an hour or so, get some fresh air, and then we'll come back with film number 11.
Wow.
Right, had a bit of a walk to wake us up, which has helped. Feel a bit more alert now. On to movie number 11. Want to do the honours again?
Yeah, let's see. Let's just go with that. Want to?
A favourite of mine.
Fright Night. Brilliant.
Yeah.
This is 80s galore.
It is, we're sticking in the 80s. Eigenvalue, you suggested this one. This is a regular watch of mine.
Yeah.
I can pretty much quote this verbatim. I won't today. I'm too tired. But yes, this is awesome. So next movie up is Fright Night.
Brilliant.
Okay, here we go with movie number 11, Fright Night from 1985. So like I say, this is an absolute favourite of mine, a regular watch. Favourite of mine since childhood. In fact, I don't know, controversially, I've said it before, but Chris Sarandon as Jerry Dandridge is like my favourite portrayal of a vampire. Christopher Lee is Dracula, but just, I don't know, as a vampire in movies, Chris Sarandon is so good in this.
He is great.
So suave and charming. He's fantastic. And all the characters in Fright Night are fantastic. So, good to get this one on.
Yeah, I love this and I love Fright Night too. Which I watched recently.
Yeah, fun sequel. We'll carry on with Fright Night. I'll come back to you in a bit and read out some more viewer comments as well. Right, a few more viewer comments while we watch Fright Night. First up, Howard Barker. With a mammoth challenge like this, I think you need something fun with good pacing. Anything too slow could be grueling. Loads of opinions I could suggest, but the first one that springs to mind is Burial Ground. Zombie carnage straight out the gate, and it's hilarious from start to finish. Best of luck, I look forward to the video. Yeah, Burial Ground is insanely awesome. As you say, zombie carnage in like the first few seconds. It's great. Richard English. I'm going to go out on a punt here and suggest The Signalman. When I've attempted similar marathons, albeit not at the same scale, I always like to start or end with one of those BBC ghost stories. They're so delightfully understated yet rich in atmosphere. They work both as a warm-up and a coming down point. Yeah, it's a great idea actually. I love those old BBC ghost stories. I was thinking of covering them towards Christmas time because they are fantastic. Professor Cliff Davenport, Evening Horror Hands, sounds like a laugh. Here's my suggestion, Alone in the Dark from 1982, Happy Trails. Yeah, that was a good slasher film. I did enjoy that one. Stuart George, you suggested Rosemary's Baby. Johnny WR, a 24-hour movie marathon is quite a feat, so best of luck, thank you. Stock up on the coffee and make sure your nibbles are of the highest quality. What movies I can suggest that you probably already have seen or own? Here's a few. Hell Night, one of my favourite go-to comfort slashers. It's got Linda Blair in it. Deranged. I don't know why this one isn't up there with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's a good film. The Beast Within. Early 80s practical makeup. Bubbly face effects heaven. Where everyone needs a bit of werewolf. When Animals Dream. Everyone needs some Danish werewolf. You've suggested quite a few, but some really good movies. I think for you, Johnny, I threw in Hell Night because it had not been mentioned, so Hell Night is in the mix for you. Margaret and Red's The Channel. I suggested it for the first marathon, but it was left on the shelf, so I'll suggest it again. The First Basket Case. I genuinely love this film. It's such a trashy and enjoyable ride. It's going to be my Christmas Day film, Basket Case, on Christmas Day. I look forward to the marathon video as they're rather delightful. P.S. I didn't choose any of the sequels as I couldn't make you sit through them on a 24-hour marathon. I don't mind the Basket Case sequels. But yeah, thank you for that, guys. Steve, you suggested Nightbreed by Clive Barker. A great horror film full of awesome creatures. Not often talked about. Love watching your videos. Great channel. Keep up the great work and enjoy your marathon. Thank you, Steve, for that. And yeah, Nightbreed, it's quite underrated. And Jonathan Hogan, love the channel. I've done a few 12-hour marathons, but haven't quite worked up the courage to do a full 24 hours, but plan to one day. My recommendation is Popcorn from 1991. What better movie to watch during a horror marathon than one that takes place during a horror marathon? Yes, it does. Such a fun movie, and the effects are pretty cool. Good luck to you, and thanks for making these awesome videos. Thank you so much. Yeah, Popcorn is a fun one, that one is. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. I'll continue with these throughout the day, but yeah, really appreciate it.
Oh, you're so cool, Brewster.
That was awesome. Fright Night, one of the most fun horror films from the 1980s. Just really enjoyable, great characters, great effects. Just a really entertaining movie.
I'm saying as well, it's pretty shocking that a few of the main characters in it, actors and actresses, haven't really been in anything else, and they're so good in this.
They are, yeah, they are really good in this
I can't
film.
think of anything else other than Fright Night 2 that the Brewster's in.
Yeah.
You said Evil Ed's not Evil hasn't been in anything else, has he?
976
Apart from-
Evil.
Yeah,
and
976 Evil.
Chris
that's it.
Sarandon pops up in a few things, but they're all great in this. Really
Yeah.
good. The characters make Fright Night. Just as a really entertaining, fun 80s horror film. Apologies, I'm not the most articulate at this stage of the marathon, but you all know Fright Night. It's a great movie, great 80s horror film, and that is your 11th film of this marathon. Have we soldier on?
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
on with the 12th one. Okay, we'll be back real soon. Okay, on with the 12th movie. Okay, yeah, that's different. Yeah, some Hammer horror with Captain Kronos, Vampire Hunter.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, this is awesome. This was suggested by Jane McDonald. So thank you, Jane. Haven't seen this one in a while. So yeah, next up, Captain Kronos, Vampire Hunter. Okay, good to get some Hammer horror going in the marathon with Captain Kronos, Vampire Hunter, with Horst Janssen, if I remember right, it's Captain Kronos, and Caroline Munro in this one. It's another film that I've not seen for a long time. Like, I can't even pinpoint when I last saw this one. So again, nice to rewatch this and be reminded of this particular Hammer film. I think it's got a bit of like sword fighting and
Cool.
swashbuckling elements as well as
I can't remember if I've seen it.
Yeah, it's not a Hammer film that gets mentioned as much as some of the others, but I do remember enjoying it. So yeah, the 12th movie for the marathon, Captain Kronos, Vampire Hunter, and I'll come back it again soon with some more viewer comments. Right, I'll read out a few more of your comments while Captain Kronos is doing his thing. So Safa, if you haven't seen Vi yet, then that one. I haven't watched that one yet. It's still in my All the Hornsby Hours box set, so I've thrown that in the mix for you, Safa. Evil Ash, love these marathons. Make sure you film all the snacks and goodies you have lined up to survive the night. I'm on grapes at the moment, Evil Ash, just to keep it healthy. My pick to keep up with the Halloween vibe is Night of the Demons, and we did get that one in for you, so that's cool. Eldon, 1981's The Burning. Let's pay some respect to Cropsey. We did that as well, so that's cool. Jason Taylor, A Nightmare on Elm Street. It's the 40th anniversary, and like the movie, you can't fall asleep during the 24-hour marathon. You certainly can't. And we got Nightmare on Elm Street in as well, which is good. Ate Your Brain, Razorback, that or Europa, The Last Battle. Got to admit, I've never heard of Europa, The Last Battle, but I've thrown Razorback in there for you. Mordante 69, you gave me a few suggestions and asked me to roll a dice, and the movie that won from that was Sleepy Hollow, which is cool, so I've thrown that in for you. Area Elf, my pick for the marathon is Dawn of the Dead, the 2004 version. I like the remake of Dawn of the Dead, so that's cool. Craig Hall, you suggested Session 9. Horrific Nightmares, JM, you went with the original My Bloody Valentine. It's a great slasher, thank you for that, Jason. Marty Veal, one suggestion for you. I would like to throw in House of the Devil, if I may. A perfect movie for the spooky season, I feel. Gotta love the atmosphere of that one. Anyway, can't wait to see how it turns out. Thank you for the suggestion. That is a good atmospheric horror film. Nat K, you put, I'm so excited. What a fantastic idea, and so cool that we get to be involved. Thank you, I'm glad you like that. I'm going to ask one of my all-time favourite creature features, as you said you enjoy these two. Lake Placid, love the crocodiles. Good luck with the marathon. And you just thought of another favourite as well. If your list ends up being a little dark and you need some laughs, Idle Hands. I do love Idle Hands, that is a great film. Prof, you suggested Alien 3. Teacher in Recovery, you suggested Starve, which is on Tubi in the US. God, I've not heard of Starve. Jason Smith, you chose The Manitou with Tony Curtis. That's a good one. JW, Final Destination. Great choice. M. Axel, your suggestion was Naked Blood. Got to admit, I had to look that up. I'd not heard of that one, so thank you for bringing one to my attention that I wasn't aware of. Simon Davis, you went for Horror Express with Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing, or Amicus's Asylum and From Beyond the Grave. 3 great movies there. Gary North, Lorna the Exorcist, directed by Jess Franco. What a pick that is. Very obscure one. Paolo Felton, Event Horizon. That's a freaky movie. Laurie N, Black Sabbath with Boris Karloff. Cool anthology. Popcorn and Horror, you picked Severance, the Christopher Smith movie. Again, haven't seen that one for a long time, so great pick. So again, thank you guys. Come back to you with the final lot of comments in the next round. So yeah, Captain Kronos, it's a good Hammer film. In a lot of ways, it's typical of the traditional Hammer sort of shots of the British countryside and things taking place in castles and a lot of the sort of rich Hammer horror colour schemes and things like that. But then just feels a little bit different with that the Captain Kronos character, and that he's like got a sword and that kind of thing. No Peter Cushing or Christopher Lee, which I try not to let that kind of govern how I feel about a Hammer film, but I do tend to miss them when they're not in these kind of movies. But despite that, it is a fun one, and sort of slightly different from some of the other themes that you get in Hammer. So yeah, interesting movie. Okay, of Captain Kronos. Fun movie.
Yeah, more of a swashbuckler.
Definitely, yeah, much more kind of an adventure feel. It's got some horror, it's got some blood and some vampirism in it.
Yeah.
Definitely a fun movie. Not one of Hammer's best, but yeah, a good one. That's kind of the most I think you'll get from us right now. We're sort of in the difficult end of the marathon now.
Yeah.
It's just gone 2 p.m. So we've got about just under another 4 hours. So I reckon we're going to get another 2 movies in, which is cool. This was the 12th, so we'll push on and see what the 13th one is going to be next. Right, we're on the 13th movie. Likely to be the penultimate movie.
Yeah.
Steve,
Here we
what are you
go.
going for?
Right.
Okay. Right, getting kind of serious for this one. We got The Descent.
Yeah, I like that one. That's
Yeah.
good.
Good
Cool.
pick, yeah. So The Descent from 2005. Gorgonzola dubstep. Yours got picked here. Thank you for suggesting it. So yeah, the 13th movie on the marathon. The Descent. Let's get it on.
Yep, cool.
Okay, it is 2:15 in the afternoon. We're going with the 13th movie, The Descent. So, pretty serious horror here. Pretty scary one. Pretty strong stuff. I did a couple of videos recently on like genuinely scary horror movies, and I didn't actually pick The Descent. I very much could have done, but I know it was mentioned a lot in the comment section of that video. So hopefully a lot of you will be happy to see this one make the marathon. So it's been a long time since I've watched it. I think you were saying the same, weren't you, Steve?
Yeah,
It's been
I'm pretty sure I went to see this at the cinema when it came out.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I remember seeing it when it first came out, and I know my dad, horror dad, he's a fan of this one as well, so he'll be happy that it's made the marathon.
Same
So
director as Dog Soldiers, isn't it?
yeah, Neil Marshall. Yeah. So yeah, we're underway with the 13th movie, The Descent. We'll come back at you later on. Check this out, man. The idea of going caving just in and of itself is a terrifying concept. I don't get the appeal of it personally. Scary enough without the notion of there's creatures down there as well. I'm going to move on to a few chocolate fingers. I think this will be my last snack of the marathon. But yeah, can't resist a few of these. The Descent. Wow, that was a heavy film, isn't it? Heavy
Yeah.
going. Really scary.
And so the American version gets the happy end.
Right, okay.
So she gets out and she gets in the car and she drives off, and that's it.
Wow, okay. No.
So it's for once the British UK version is a more brutal, bleak
Yeah,
version.
we get the more downbeat version. Yeah, really good film. Yeah, it is. It's a hard watch, and yeah, I mean, just the, as I say, the idea of being stuck in a cave by itself is terrifying.
Yeah.
But those creatures are, oh man, yeah, they're really scary. Few kind of jump scares that kept me awake. Any downside to The Descent is it's, some of it is quite frantic and it's all like in dark
Yeah.
caves. I couldn't quite see what was going on. I guess that maybe adds to it. But yeah, that is, I'm so tired I can hardly think. That's film number 13. We've got time for one more. We're going to bring you the 14th film in just a moment. I'll read some comments in between the last few viewer comments, and yeah, we'll go with the last film of the marathon. We'll pick it in just a moment. Okay, guys. So the last few of your comments. Tina Smith. But hey, Bryn, I love your 24-hour horror movie marathon. My pick would be Universal's 1945 House of Dracula. This is such a great movie with lots of monsters. I can't wait for the marathon. Great pick. Thank you for that, Tina. Purple Aki, Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan.
My favourite.
Steve's favourite Friday the 13th. Great channel, by the way. Thank you for that. 80s film fan. You picked Hell's Trap. Been unsure if I should pick this one up. So I'll give you the opportunity to try it. Unless we pick it in a moment, we will watch it at some point. It is good, Hell's Trap. Really good film. Gary Bailey, Maskhead from 2009. Do you own a copy of this gem? I don't. I had to look Maskhead up. Not the easiest movie to find, but I'll stay on that. 2012 MCTG, Baron Blood and or Night of the Werewolf. Two good ones there. Two good Euro horrors. Jim Mills. It's fun, it's cosy, it's cheesy and campalicious, and yet sometimes a bit scary. Witchboard from 1986. Yeah, I agree with all of that. Johnny Unforeseen. I tried to make out the titles on your shelf so I could make a suggestion you definitely own. I'll go with Oculus. That's a great film. I remember seeing it in the cinemas when it came out. Yeah, Oculus is really good. Tony Tintin. I wish I could give you something you haven't seen before, but it's not easy. As a Norwegian, I guess I can give you a few of my Norwegian favourites, but chances are you don't own them or can't find them online, and you went for Dead Snow 1 and 2 and Lake of the Damned. Don't think I've got Lake of the Damned, but certainly have Dead Snow 1 and 2 and really like them. VJ Drive, Tales from the Hood, a Halloween must-watch, or for a lighter fare, Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. Yeah, I enjoy both of them, great picks. Neil D. from 1932, two early Universal movies with German Expressionism atmosphere. I picked Murders in the Rue Morgue and The Mummy. Great picks again. Shane Kirkley, good luck with the marathon, Bryn. May I suggest something from Universal Pictures? One of my all-time favourites, The Black Cat from 1934, starring Karloff and Lugosi at their very best. Yeah, that's a really good one with those two. Henry Helander. Henry, you suggested quite a few movies. Within that, you said how you've got a soft spot for Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, so I threw that in the mix for you, because I quite like that one as well. Part 3 is pretty fun. The Wolf from Heart, you suggested The Beyond. James Jim Bob 71, Psychomania, aka Death Wheelers from 1973. Is a cheesy movie, but a lot of fun. That is a good one. I remember the scene with the motorbike coming out the grave, and I quite like the song from that, Is It Riding Free? It's a good song. Ollie B, yes, thank you. And Last Venom 76, The Millennium Bug or Cemetery Gates. I don't have the Millennium Bug, but I've thrown Cemetery Gates in there for you. That's a fun monster movie. I think that is everyone who left a comment. I really hope it is. Really sorry if it isn't, but I think I got everyone. So, coming up to 4 o'clock, we will pick out the 14th and final film of this 24-hour marathon. I think it's safe to say we are really tired at this point. So
now it's been about... When it gets up to the end of this, we've been up... Because we're up a day before we started.
Pretty much, yeah.
So 36 hours being awake.
Yeah. So we've not got much left, but we're nearly there. So, yeah, let's get the final film on. Right, final movie, Steve.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's go for
What's
it.
it going to be?
Go for that one. There we go.
Okay, we end on a fun one.
Lake Placid.
Lake Placid from 1999. Nat K, this is your suggestion.
It's a good one.
Thank you, it is a good one. This will be a fun one to end with.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
the last movie, Lake Placid. Right, it is 4 p.m. in the afternoon we are on with the last film of the marathon, the 14th movie, Lake Placid from 1999. It's a really fun killer crocodile movie. I can't remember the last time I watched this, but then I can't even remember my name right now. But it's been a long time, so again, this is just another movie that is going to be a fun one to revisit. This is a good one to end with, and nice that we got a 90s movie in there as well. So Lake Placid, I'll come back to you soon and let you know what we think of this one.
Oh.
This is the bit I always remember, the old lady Betty White feeding the cows to the crocodile. This is a really good film, by the way. Very 90s, isn't it, Steve?
Yeah.
But yeah, really good. I won't show the cow getting eaten. That's really cool. Cool practical effects there on the crocodile. And that was Lake Placid. Really entertaining film. Fun killer crocodile film. Awesome looking practical effects on the crocodile. Even the CGI wasn't that bad, was it?
Yeah, was pretty good too.
So yeah, good to see that again. And there it ends the 24-hour horror movie marathon. We started just before 6 p.m. yesterday. It's getting to 20 to 5. I'm calling that 24 hours. By the time I tidied up, it was 24 hours. So 14 films again in total. That's what we did in the last couple of marathons. I'll put them up on the screen there. I enjoyed all of them. Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue was a highlight because I've not seen that for a really long time and I enjoyed that. Any particular highlight for you, Steve?
The Fly. It's
Yeah.
nice to watch. I always enjoy The Fly.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that as well. I enjoyed watching Lake Placid again.
Yeah.
A few of them I had fun with.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been tough these last few hours. They are really hard. I haven't really got much more to say. I am really tired, but just a massive thank you to anyone that watched this video, everyone that got involved. Thank you so much, Steve. Thank you for joining me.
No problem, mate. Thank you for having me.
No problem at all. It's been good. So thank you very much. I'm going to take a few days off to recover from this. I'll be back soon. So thank you again and stay tuned for more videos.